Great team win, coming off 2 tough losses, mentally and physically. Thought the guys did a really good job of carrying out all defensive assignments tonight, except for maybe 3 possessions late in the first half and probably the last 2 minutes of letting guys have lane drives. But I thought we did a great job. Did a good job accepting the challenge because we knew those guys were one of the better offensive rebounding teams in the country. I thought Jerron and Jarnell, for the most part, did a great job of keeping their bigs off the glass, battling them, making it look tough, and being physical without fouling. I thought our guards did a good job of getting long rebounds. I thought Derek Reese came in and gave us a big spark, but it's just a case of a guy being ready at all times, continue to work on his game, continue to lift. He lifts the day of the games. He got himself ready, but he's been consistent with that. Our best effort as far as passing the ball, not a very good effort in taking care of the ball, 15 turnovers, but I thought we did a great job of moving the ball, getting good looks. I thought Antonio Barton did a great job of pushing the ball in transition, getting us easy baskets, moving the defense. So good team effort, and one of the biggest keys I think in the first half was Josh Richardson. The thing I just talked to him about is being aggressive early, attack. If they're going to press you, attack the rim, put pressure on the defense, and he did that.
Cuonzo with Reese, is there an explanation for why he didn't play up until this point?
Had to continue to play hard, continue to get better, bottom line. He knows that. Play hard, continue to get better, continue to work, be physically and mentally tough, and he was steadfast in all those areas as far as his approach and getting better, lifting weights extra, continue working on his game, because his shot wasn't falling. He wasn't working at the level he needed to work at, but he really started to work and put the time into it. Didn't get discouraged, and just these are the results of it. And he'll have ups and downs, but what he does, if he's shooting the ball at the level he's capable of shooting, he stretches the defense. He's gotten better, he's gotten stronger, because one of the areas he had to get better at coming into this season was being physical enough to guard other big guys, and he's done a good job with that. But he's also guys mobile enough to play at the small forward position.
Is there a great thought of redshirting him?
No, not at all. Not at all, because he wasn't injured, he just wasn't at the level he needed to be. If he wasn't making shots and he had to play harder and be more competitive, had to have a tougher tone, and he's done a good job with that lately.
Coach, you talked to us the past couple times, you physically about tinkering with the lineup. Did you know that was the move you were going to make, or did that?
Well, he was a guy that, when I talked to him, stay ready, because he can make a shot. He had the ability to make a shot. That was his reputation, coming out of high school. But now, all of a sudden, when he's able to make that shot, it stretches the defense. And he's a guy that now, as opposed to last year, he goes in and get his nose dirty and get a rebound, which last year was just more of a catch and shoot. A shot wasn't falling, and this game didn't really exist. But now he's able to go in and get big rebounds because he's one of the better athletes on the team. So, and he showed that. But he was one of the guys that I didn't think he'd obviously be coming in starting, but I knew he was the guy to get ready your numbers. But we also talk about maybe changing the starting lineup with different guys. But we've talked about that probably for 2 weeks now.
What was the mood of the team and your move towards the team in the days following that NC State game to get back to tonight?
Well, the one thing I try to do, and it's just a hard thing, and it takes a lot of prayer, is just really maintaining a level of focus and preparation, being even keeled, because I've seen teams crumble if you attack them the wrong way. And I don't know if young guys' mental makeup is the level it was when I grew up. And not to say, I don't say it in any negative way, but you could have said anything to me and I was still ready to go the next day. I mean, it was the way it was. But I don't think young guys' makeup will allow you to do that consistently without those guys falling apart. So you have to be real conscious of what you're saying, how you're saying it. You got to be aggressive in your approach. You still got to coach the way you coach and attack the way you attack. But it's a fine line on what you're saying and how you're saying it. But for me, the same way. I mean, it's tough dealing with losses, especially when you feel like you let games get away, you let them slip, and you don't. That first half against NC State, and I just told those guys that's never Tennessee basketball. That should never happen. But so that was painful, that first half. I mean, you lose in life in areas, but to have a first half like that, it was tough to deal with. But you got to muster up enough energy the next day and keep rolling.
Was that a conscious decision going into the game to run a little bit more tonight because Morehead crashes the glass so much? Or was it?
I always want to run. So you'd have to ask the point guards about all that part. I always want to run, but you got to get out and run. I mean, You got to get out and run. The wings got to run. I thought Josh did his best job tonight of running, but the wings got to get out and run. If you run, everything kind of falls in line. You got to be able to get easy baskets.
After the last game, Jordan was pretty frustrated and said, I'm just I can score a bunch of points, but it didn't matter because y'all tend to lose when y'all got scoring points. And it seemed like he was maybe not turning down shots, but not punting as much tonight. Focusing a little bit more just to get assists. Is that a good thing?
Well, I think he has to play his game, or whatever that is, and how he plays it. I don't think it's a case of passing up shots, and I have to watch film to see if he passed up opportunities to score, because you don't want that. But teams key on him. Teams make it tough for him. I mean, when you the guy that scores the ball, teams will make you work to get baskets. Teams will be aggressive. Teams will get physical with you. And those are the things we try to prepare him for in practice, because that's the level of competition you'll see. And they got physical guards that get up in you. But you got to be aggressive. But for him, it's getting to the foul line more. I think he got to do a better job of getting to the free throw line, because he'll get looks. But when you're making shots from the perimeter, it opens up the big guys. And with him, it's just working to get shots, posting up a little bit, maybe scoring in transition, getting to the free throw line. So a variety of ways he has to score it, because nobody's going to let him catch the ball at a comfort level where he likes to get it and do what he wants to do with it. Well, I think it's a case of where they're not relying on him every time down. We're looking for him to make a play. Now they're just playing basketball, especially on the perimeter. Obviously, the big guys, they do what they do. But I think on the perimeter, they probably rely on when he gets the ball, they kind of watch him make plays. Because he's one of those guys, he can break a play off and still make a play, and that's fine. But I think they do a better job. Okay, well, maybe I need to be assertive, because if the ball comes to me, I got to be ready to play. Derek's a good kid. The one thing about Derek, he works at it, he continues to work. And one of the great things about him, his mom just texts, say, "Coach, don't give up on him." That's it. That's the end of the conversation. And he got good high school guys, good AAU coaches, guys that got after him. So it's not a case, let me call home and mope and complain. He knows he has to keep his head moving forward. There are no excuses. Like I tell him, you do these things right here, you have an opportunity to play. It's real simple. I don't hold grudges. I'm not trying to hurt a young man. He's part of my family. I love all my guys, so it's not a case. But these are the things I need you to do to be successful. And to his credit, he continued to work, get in the gym, constantly got in the gym. But he's got his body strong. He's probably picked up 15 pounds. He lift weights today. 3 hours before the game. So not many guys do that in college basketball. So that says I want to be a ball player. I want to do whatever it takes to be successful.
With Josh, I think he scored 6 points in the last 2 games combined, and he kind of needed a night like this where he kind of maybe pounced on his offense a little bit to help count.
I think so. Josh has got to be aggressive. I don't know how many times I got to tell him got to be aggressive. When you're playing 30 minutes a night, I don't know what to tell you. The one thing I tell Josh is don't settle for 3-point shots. Even though he's improved his shot, don't settle for it. Now, when the opportunity like tonight, they were open, his feet set, they presented themselves, but don't aggressively hunt down 3-point shots, because he's a guy that when he slides into the rim and attacking, he gets to the free throw line, the defense breaks down, he's able to find other guys. But I just think his mental approach was, I need to be aggressive.
Coach, where did you stand on his 40-minute effort tonight? That's something I know it got a little sloppy late, coming out strong.
I like this. I think the last minute and a half in the first half, and then probably the last 2 or 3 minutes of this game, they just kind of attacked our young guys off the bounce. It's just, sit the games. I got to tell the guys, the game's never over. You got to finish the game. Those guys just continue working at it. They put forth an effort in practice, but you got to continue to work at it. But I like the overall team effort.
Coach, you guys have 7 days off now for the next game. What are the plans in terms of practice and holiday or what?
We're off now. Guys will go home. We'll practice December the 27th at 5 p.m. And get ready for a physical. Virginia, very talented team. 5 p.m. That's the evening, right? I had to make sure I wrote that on the board. 5 p.m. evening. Because some guys might say, well, I thought that was the next day a.m., Coach. Well, that's p.m. But 5 p.m. December 27th. We get back at it.
What's kind of your message for the guys? Some are going to get to go home, spend some time with family. Do you ask them to think about anything, or is that just time off?
time off, shut the mind down, relax for family time. It's the most important thing. This is a tough hustle and bustle once we're into it. I think I told the guys, once we come back, there's no letting up until the season's over. So enjoy what you're going to enjoy now. Then we get back at it and don't let up. Thank you. Merry Christmas.